Hi everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech. So in this video, we're going to be looking at CIE, IGCSE, ICT data analysis, May-June 2018, and we're looking at the second variant of data analysis. So let's go to Spreadsheet. Okay, yeah. You're going to prepare a spreadsheet model to calculate the higher rental cost of a log cabin. All currency values, okay, are in dollars to 2 decimal places. Cabins can be hired by day or by the day or by the week. Open the files, J18 32 bookings and J18 32 cost. Okay. Okay, the cost is not yet open. Okay, so we have the cost here. All right. We'll close this here. Insert 3 new rows at the top of the file. J18 32 bookings. 3 new rows. Click on the first row, click on insert. Second row, click on insert. What did I do? Oh, insert. Okay. I went to click on delete. Yeah. So these are the 3 new rows. Add text and formatting so the spreadsheet looks like this. So we have Colorado Cabin Company. Genuine log. You have to type it the way it is, guys. Okay, so log cabins in the heart of the rookies. Rookies is C, capital R. Yes, it's capital R. Okay, joining login cabins in the heart of the rookies. So this is merged to A to F. So right here, I'm going to click merge and center. Okay, area, sans serif. Should be E. I think this should be Calibri, just little Calibri. I think this can be Calibri because the way it is. No, it's not Calibri. It's not. I think it's Aria. Yeah, it's Aria. Okay. So obviously this is to E. So I'm going to reduce it. Okay. I think this is, yeah. So right here, genuine login as well. Measure center, area, bold. Okay, so this is going to be okay, maybe 15. Okay, yeah, 15. It's going to be black, same as this, black with a white text. And the 3 is slightly okay. Let's see. The 3 is slightly inside, maybe 22, 21. Let me see. No, it's going to be yeah, I'm going to just go with 30, 19, or maybe I make it 20. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think that's better. I want to check. Um, I want to be sure. That's tempting. I'm just going to make it 19. Yeah, I'm just going to make it 19, guys. So, um, okay. Okay. Um, so let's cross check because it doesn't have to be exact, like it, the exact replica, but it has to be something close to it, and that is fine. Okay. Save this as a spreadsheet with the file name um, J11832, followed by your center number and candidate number. So obviously, we're going to take away the booking. So I'm going right here. I'm going to click on Save As because it's begging me to save. Okay, so underscore A for Jaro, N for ND017. Sorry, underscore 2023, and it's going to be a spreadsheet, which is a workbook. Okay. Obviously, if the whole essence why we are doing this is because number one, if we don't change it to a spreadsheet, the formulas we're putting right there, if we close and open, we don't see it again. Okay, so there are cases we can have that, so you don't want to have it. And this is for 11 marks, guys, just 11 marks, and that is quite a lot, right? So take a screenshot showing cell A1 to F11, I guess. Yes, to F11, including rows and colon heading. Okay, so let's take a screenshot. Um, F11. Okay, right. So I think that is for that. So yeah. Okay, so and I'm going to paste this in evidence 4. So I'm going to open my evidence document. enable editing. Okay, just check A1 to F11. That's good. Place your name. Just going to save this. Okay. Place your name, serial number, candy number on the right in the header. Okay. So I'm going to click on insert. Click on text right here. Obviously, your system is large, maybe 15 inches, 15 points. You should be able to see all the ribbons. Okay. So header and footer on the right. This is the header, and here you can click to go to. You can see the header, right? So my name Ajiro ND, comma center number EN017, A for Ajiro, N for ND, comma 2023. Place an automated field to display today's date on the left in the header to display today's, right? An automated field to display today's date. Okay, so right here, the header and footer, I want to see the current date. Okay, on the left in the header, there's something here on the footer. So let me click on go to footer. Place an automated finding which includes the file path on the right in the header. So right here I'm going to click on file path, which are the name of the current file with the full path. Okay, I think we're good to go. View. So just the two of them together, we're talking about 12 marks. Okay, 12 marks, which is, come on guys, it's not something you want to miss. First step 16 to 22, you may enter test data to help you create your model. Okay, so restrict the data entry in B4. Okay, to D or W. Now if you have been watching my videos from 2017, you should know how to restrict by now. Okay, so you can just pause, restrict yourself, and then you play to see if you got it. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to click on data, restrict, interrogate data validations. Okay, so yeah, click on data validations, change allow to list, and then we can put in a small d, comma W. Okay, okay, so we have this. Okay, place your evidence, take a screenshot of your method of restricting the data entry, place this in your evidence document. It's going to be evidence 5. So I'm going to click here on data, the data validation right here, and to show them my method. Evidence 5. Enter a formula in cell D9 to display. So let's enter a formula in cell D9, just going to, okay, in cell D9 to display daily if cell B contains D, or weekly if cell B4 contains W. Okay, so obviously it should contain where in cell D9. So right here in D9 should it should contain daily or weekly. Okay, so what we are going to do is equals to a simple if. So if this is equals to, okay, I'm just going to put daily, type it the way you say it, all the small letters, right? If, sorry, if before contains D, it should display um, daily. Okay. If it's another one, it should display weekly. Then we close the formula. Okay. So if I change it now to W, it should change to, sorry, yeah, that's why you have to put it in code, guys. Put it in code, very important. Now we have this. So we change it here daily, we change it to W, weekly. Okay, and there you have it, format. Take a screenshot of your formula and please in your evidence document. Screenshot of your formula 17. Okay, so I'm going to click on formulas, show my formula, and I'm going to take the screenshot of this. This will be what? Evidence 6. Okay, some reason they want to say it. Okay, evaluate in your own words the restriction you placed in cell B4. That's the restriction, that's 1 point. 2, suggest how these restrictions could be improved. Maybe that's 1 point, 2 points. And improve this restriction in your spreadsheet based upon these evaluations and your suggestions. Now that makes it 4 points. Okay, so I'm just going to go to evidence 7, type the the restrictions I'm going to put, the suggestions and improvement. Okay, so evidence 7, just going to pause and type it. Okay, so I'm done with that. So now under in evaluate in your own words the restriction you place in cell B4 here. Now what I pen down is, well, you will use data validation to restrict data entry. They said the restriction, that's data validation obviously, and let's suggest the restrictions that could be improved upon, right? For starters, it is only restricted to only items entered in the source list, and the source list is right here, the source list, which is D or W. Then again, okay, let me increase the seat. Then again, my validation only caters for lower cases and should also allow for upper cases. So not just lower case. What if I want to put upper case, right? It will not just be small d, it should be even in capital D, right? My validation rule should not allow a blank cell in B4 as it can cause an error. Okay, and the list source in your validation rule should be extended to include D and W, like I've said. Now improve this restriction in your spreadsheet based upon the evaluations and your suggestions. Okay, and there's something I'm going to add. They said remove the tick box for ignore blank that prevents. Okay, add error message, customize error message when wrong values are entered. So obviously if it's not D or W and maybe Q, there should be a customized error message standard. No, off it. So we're going to add it to it. So let's add it to it. So I'm going to click on data, my data validation. Okay, I'm going to click here rather, click on my data validation, and I'm going to give room for a capital D and capital W. Okay, I'm going to remove ignore blank. I'm going to add an error message. Okay, should be wrong value entered. Kindly enter only the following values: D, D, W, W. Okay, if that makes sense, right? Okay, so obviously this will give room for this a D here and also a W here. Okay, let me click for formulas. Okay, so now if let's say for example I take this off and I click 5, you see wrong value entered. Kindly enter only the following values: D, D, W, W. Okay, so yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so that's fine. Take screenshot to show the improvement you have made to this restriction. Place this in your evidence document. So what I'm going to do is right here on data validation, I'm just going to take the following screenshot. I'm going to take the error message screenshot. Okay, this is going to be what evidence what 7. And before this, I'm going to take another one. I'm going to take this as well. Still on evidence 7. Going to reduce it right here in the edges to keep the quality of the image. Please, when you're taking screenshot, don't do like this. Please, come on, guys. Don't do, I talked about it with my students. I'm also talking about it to other students. Okay, who are sitting for IGCSE ICT. Don't do that. Okay, just use the edges here, here to also do that. Okay, please. I think I'm just going to place it side by side. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. So this is where the error message, this is where the modifications I've done to this. Okay, all right. All right, enter a function in cell B9 to look up the name of the cabin using the file J1832 cost. Now, if you've been watching my videos, guys, come on, by now you should know how to do at least the VLOOKUP. Okay, we've not seen questions that have taken us to the HLOOKUP, but obviously we just come in and we go in to as much as possible. By now you should know how to do the VLOOKUP. Okay, so obviously this is a VLOOKUP. Okay, all right. So it wants to display what? The name of the cabin. Now we need a code. Now that the cabin code is, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put Denver, D for Denver, okay, or question. Okay, so D for Denver, okay. Enter a code. I'm going to put D here, and that's for B9, right? You can see this is, we call this a name box. It will show you where you are, right? So you can see B9 right here, right? So B9 to look up the name of the cabin. So I'm going to click equals to the VLOOKUP. The lookup value will be this, comma, the table array will just be this, comma, second column, obviously want this to show, comma, is going to be an exact match. Okay, so if we put C, it gives us this. Okay, and if we put W, okay, F, okay, G, okay, yeah, okay, that's 5 marks, guys. Enter a function in cell F9 to display the appropriate cost per day or per week for the cabin. Cell F9. Okay, so to display the cost per day or the cost per week. So obviously it's going to be showing us, let me see, the cost per day or the cost per week. So obviously we're going to be using an if statement to get this done. Okay. Okay, so this function is going to display the cost per day or per week for this cabin. Now like I said, it's an if statement, and per day or per week. Now if we come to this table, we're going to see cost per day or cost per week. So it's either displaying D for that. Okay, so you get the idea, right? So this is going to be what? F9. Okay, so equals to if this equals to D, comma, then we have, right, the VLOOKUP, is going to look up for this, comma, table array. This is for per day, comma, 1 2 3 4. This is going to be in the fourth column, and it's going to be an exact match. Okay, comma, but if, now that's the nested if, this is equals to W, is going to display the VLOOKUP code for this, comma, table array, comma, this is going to be 1 2 3 4 5. The fifth column, comma, is going to be an exact match. Okay, comma, and then we have this, close, Okay, too many arguments. I think this, let me see. Okay, closing this, okay, closing this, and finally closing this. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. I think this works. Okay, so let me take this off for now. Oh, one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, I think I noticed why it was showing that this is for five. Okay, okay. I think I noticed why it was showing me that. Right, so if this is going to display this. So obviously that's what this is going to do. Going back to the question, so it's going to display this, or if this is going to be for week, it's going to also display that as well. So now we have done for this. Yeah, now let's move forward to this. Okay, so we're going to have come on here and we're going to paste what we cut off. Right, we're just going to paste it. Then we're going to have this here. Let me see. So if oh sorry, so I think this is going to be general. Close everything here. Okay, I'll fix it. So let me take this off for a minute. Nope, let me see what this is. Close this is close. Okay, this close this. I'm missing one closing tag where this one is closing this one is closing This should be correct. This is closing this. Oh, I've seen it. So the last one is this. Okay. So now if I change it to W, is it still 88? If I change it to this, so obviously that is not working, because if B4 will be this, check the week. Nope, it's not working. Let's see what could be wrong. Just gonna pause this to see what I can do. So I was able to pause, and I'm still not able to see my L. You know what? I'm just gonna do it again, because I'm this should work. Literally, it should. So I'm just going to start it, do it again. So I'm just going to start it. Sometimes it's better you start. So um, let me go back to the question to display the appropriate cost per day or per week for this cabin. And you wonder why it's 8 marks. Okay, so we have equals to if, okay, this is going to be, I think I should choose here, equals to day, then it should display the appropriate cost per day. So I'm going to use VLOOKUP, and I'm looking up this value, comma, my table array with this per day, okay, and this is going to be 1 2 3 4 5, the fifth column, and it's going to be an exact match. What is me and closing of brackets, guys? In this video, I have to close the other one here. So obviously it's going to show false because this is not for day. So if I have day here, it's going to show me this, it's going to show me this. Okay, now let's get for W. Okay, so I'm going to do this, comma, if this right here is equals to W, okay, there's going to be a VLOOKUP, the lookup value is going to be this, comma, the table array for per week is going to be this, the color is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is going to be an exact match. Okay, I'm going to close it, brackets again, parenthesis. Okay, just going to add one. This is to close this other one. Okay, so it has worked. So guys, if you watch the video and you let me know what was the error, what I did wrong, probably you could put it in the comment section, because obviously I think it was correct. I don't know what happened, but sometimes you just have to type it again. So so it changes. Okay, now to display the output cost per day or per week. So if it's neither, there should be a false value. If it's neither, comma, it should be false, right? Okay, so for example, if somebody types nothing, right, obviously it's going to display that. Obviously you have to retry because we have an error message, so obviously you have to be stick with just selecting that. But in the off chance that is not being done, right, it should display a false. Okay, now let's go back quickly to something. Now they said all currency value are in dollars to 2 decimal places. Now remember, this is cost, which is a price, so obviously it's going to be displayed to 2 decimal places. Okay, so I'm going to right here in my home, change this to dollars, click here, change it to currency, 2 decimal places. All right, we're good to go. Enter a formula in cell B11. B11 to calculate the total cost of hiring this cabin. Total cost. Okay. Now, obviously, for us to get the total cost, calculate the total cost of hiring the cabin. So to calculate the cost of hiring the cabin, this will mean, now we have the slips here in Green Lake. These are the 2 slips here, 4 slips. Probably that is the only one you can have at this particular time. The bed space or whatever is here. So normally we can be tempted to use numbers of days or week hired. Now this is going to be a test data, not sleeps, because sleeps are more or less like how many people can go in there or whatever, I don't know, right? But obviously if you're talking about hired, this is not hired. Okay, this is for sleeps, so obviously it's not going to be for that. Okay, these are maximum people numbers of sleeping in the cabin or something like that. Okay, but for numbers of day hired, it's something we need to put ourselves. Okay, so you have to type in numbers of day hired and which of the cabin you're going to use. Okay, so to calculate the cost of hiring this cabin, say enter to calculate the cost of hiring this cabin. So we're going to use G, for example, the cost of hiring this G, for example. So what we're going to do is equals to a formula, right? No, so not a function. Know the difference when to use a function and a formula. So this is going to be, we're just going to use, we're just going to use a test data. For example, for days, I want to 4 days, right? So this will be equals to the price, right, multiply the numbers of days. Okay, so at the cabin, a daily rate just for 1 day is this. So if it's for 4 days, that's what you get, right? And so this is how much you'll be paying for the 4 days you'll be staying. But if this were to be in weeks, 4 weeks, you have to pay longer. I think that makes sense, right? Okay, so most of the thing I want to talk about, guys, is your ability to annotate, right? Annotate your questions before typing it. I think I'll be doing that in other videos, just annotating, so it makes it easier, because obviously most time I will have to do pause to do this, just to calculate it, to ensure that I'm getting it so it's much as possible. Probably I'll just annotate in videos and maybe explain, but the whole essence is so that you can get the concept of what and what is required on what to do in each of the question. Okay, now apply appropriate formatting. Now test data is from what you used it from 7 question 16 to 22. So yes. Okay, so apply appropriate formatting to all cells. Now we have done the formatting here and we've put the currency here, which is, I think, the key thing in the formatting. The currency, all currency values are in dollars to 2 decimal places. So we have done that. Save and print the spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, so go to formulas, show formulas. Okay, ensure all the formulas are visible. Okay, it's important the formulas are visible. Then we click on file, then we click on print. Okay, it's a landscape. It's a landscape and it's to one page. Row and column headings are displayed. Okay, this will be printer 1. Copy. To printer 1. Enter data to book a cabin. So I'm going to remove the formula. Enter data to book a cabin with the code G. Funny enough, I've done that. A weekly rate for 2 weeks. So this will be 2 weeks. Change to 2 weeks. Okay. It's going to adjust it. Okay. Code G and a weekly of 2 weeks. Okay. Print the spreadsheet showing the value. Make sure the spreadsheet fits on a single page. This will be printout 2. Copy. Click on file. Click on print. Okay, I think this is fine. I can put up a grid line. Okay, so I can put up, there's no foul in that because obviously we're not told not to do it, so it's fine. I can put up a grid line and yeah, I can put up a grid line. Okay, so I have this. This will be printout 2. Change the booking to book a cabin with code B. Code B for 3 days. Okay, print the spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, Yeah, I can make it fit on a single page. The other one's landscape. It's fine. Whether it's landscape, whether it's portrait, it's fine as long as um it's printer 3. As long as it was not specified, it's okay. Okay. So because content of all cells are flow displays, whether it's in landscape, it's in portrait, as long as you don't tell you to do landscape or you're doing portrait, you're good to go. Okay. This will be printout 3, and then we're done with this. It's so important to check that your values are showing. Very important that they can see they can see everything. Very, very important. Okay. As much as possible that they can see everything. And thank you so much. Don't just watch, please also practice. And other videos I'm also going to be annotating to make it quicker. And please practice, like, share, and subscribe. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye.